All right, how's it going? Wyatt here again at the Team Leo Rally School. Just wanted to do a quick video and hope this one doesn't like get us voted off the internet or something, but the BMW E30 is most commonly kind of praised as a do-it-all, every man's go buy one for cheap money, take it to the track, you'll have a blast and it's going to be indestructible. Honestly, these days, times have changed and that's really just not true anymore. Most of you guys that have been following kind of this sort of thing already know that absolutely, you know, if you want to go lemons racing or build a rally car or go track day or do anything you want to do, the E30 is a great go-to platform for that. But the problem is, they're just becoming antiques, and that has a few issues. One is collectors are buying these things up. They're getting them in good condition and stashing them away in garages, and that's driving the price of them up. The other thing is everybody that has been out there racing them and, you know, crashing into ditches and stuff, there's just not as many as there were, and every year there's fewer and fewer and fewer in good condition. So a car like this that you used to be able to go out and buy for a couple of grand and have a blast with is now up above 5,000, around 10 grand for a good one. I went online right before we shot this. They're $15,000, $20,000. If you want an E30 M3, you know, 50,000 is not unheard of. I saw a couple on there, $150,000, $199,000 for an E30 Generation M3. So it's gone the way of the buffalo a little bit. As a driver's car, sure, it's light, it makes decent power, a 325i or a 325IS like this. The problem you're running into is as it's become an antique car, it's got antique car problems. Even if the mileage isn't that high, all of the electronics, all of the rubbers and plastics and things that are everywhere in these cars aren't really rubber and plastic anymore. Everything's becoming brittle and cracking and just not really the way that it used to be. So if you like tinkering and replacing all of these little plastic pieces and door handles, maybe that's the car for you if you want a project, you know, if you're like one of these old MG guys that likes to take their car apart with their teeth and put it back together or whatever. But if you're really going to be going out and driving hard, maybe not the car for you anymore. We looked at, you know, the E36s, and they're great cars. They've got a few little quirks with them. A little bigger car, a little heavier car, but more modern, a little more power. It's got some good things going for it, but the E36 is really the way the E30s were. And for the rally school here, we're making a leap ahead to the next generation into the E46 BMWs. So getting into the late 90s, early 2000s models, what you're going to find is a decent amount more power, a bigger, you know, it's 300 pounds heavier when you get into an E46, but the price of them, the availability of them is where it needs to be. The parts availability, a car like this, you can't get window regulators anymore. You've got to buy them used. They're about $300 as it is. The heater blower motors in these are upwards of $300. Steering racks are $300, $400, $500, $600 now. We're using the E36 ones in these because they're a quicker ratio anyway. But a lot of those problems you're running into where you just can't get the parts anymore, and when you can, they're crazy expensive. You know, the E30, it's now a collector's car. It's an antique. The E36 is about to start going up in price. So sure, you can get one, but a few years down the road, you might start having problems. The E46 is kind of the new hot thing it's a super affordable car. They're super fun to drive. You can shut off all the ABS and traction control and go play around with them easy. And that's the route we're going here at the Rally School. If you know anything more about those cars than we do, feel free to add it in the comments section and tell us, you know, hey, we're crazy for doing it, or maybe we're going down the right path. We're going to keep these things around for as long as we can. We've got 8 of these out there. So come on out, drive some E30s, have a great time. They're great driver's cars, but certainly if you're looking at getting into something that you can just go out and have fun with, this might not be the one for you anymore.